Her name was on page 3. Clara Mead. Cause of death: blunt force trauma. Corner of Fell Street and Saints Row Avenue. Time of death: 9 p.m. It was 8 in the morning, and she was standing right beside me, reading the same paper over my shoulder. And she laughed. Said that was her street. Said she'd been walking that corner for 6 years, and nothing had ever happened to her there except a pigeon ruining a good coat. She folded the paper in half and handed it back to Joe. Joe didn't react. Joe never reacts. I bought the paper, checked the date twice. Today. Clara was my best source in Saints Row. 3 years of names, addresses, quiet meetings in the back booths of places that didn't officially exist. She moved through this city the way water moves through cracks. Invisible until she wasn't. I trusted her more than I trusted most people with badges. I told her about the obituary. She didn't believe me. She was right not to. She was standing in daylight, warm coffee in her hand, and a newspaper was telling her she had 13 hours left.
Joe prints whatever they give him. You know that. Half those obits are holdovers from last week.
Your name, your street, tonight's date.
Peachy.
I told her to go home, lock the door, and not open it for anyone until I called. She agreed too quickly, the way people agree when they're scared but won't admit it. I went back to Joe. The Mead obituary. Page 3. Who submitted it?
Same as always.
That's not an answer, Joe.
No, it isn't.
He turned to a customer who wasn't there yet, extended a paper toward an empty sidewalk. I left him to it. I had 9 hours and the specific cold feeling of a man who already knows the answer and is asking questions anyway. I spent the afternoon building walls around her. Called in a favor with Officer Miller, good cop, wrong city, and got a patrol rotation on her block. Called Clara every hour. She picked up every time, same voice, steady and a little irritated. At 6 p.m. I told her to move. Not her block, not her building, somewhere the paper couldn't know about. She said she'd go to her sister's place on the north end of the row. I told her to take a cab, not the bus. At 7, I drove past the corner of Fell and Saints Row. Empty. Clean. A single street lamp cutting a white column through the dark, everything beyond it, pure black. No threat, no movement, no reason for anything to happen there at 9 o'clock. At 7:45, Clara called me.
Her building's locked. She's not answering. Thorne, I'm right outside. I'm on the corner. I can see her window.
Which corner? Clara. Which corner are you on?
Fell Street.
I drove. 8 minutes, St. Grit traffic, every light against me. I was 3 blocks out when her phone went to static. Not voicemail. Static, the sound a line makes when it's been cut from somewhere further back than the receiver. I parked on the curb at 8:57 and ran. She was on the ground at the base of the lamppost. Alive, barely. The patrol car I'd requested was parked half a block away, engine running, empty. I called an ambulance. Then I stood in that white column of light and tried to reconstruct the geometry of what I'd done. I had moved her out of her apartment. I had told her not to take the bus. So she walked. I had given her a destination her sister couldn't confirm. Every instruction I'd given her had been a wall that redirected her toward this exact point. I hadn't protected her. I had routed her. Like a package. Like something being delivered. The patrol car was still running when I walked over. Radio on. Dispatch, automated, not a voice I recognized. Mead, Clara Ann. Case closed. Timestamp 2103. The case number at the top of the dispatch log was the same number as the obituary in the paper. Same case number. Filed this morning, before it happened. Before I made a single call. They didn't predict her death. They scheduled it. And I had spent 9 hours executing the logistics. Joe was still at the corner of 4th and Main when I drove past at midnight. He doesn't close. I've never seen him close. I stopped the car, sat in it for a moment, then got out. Did you know?
I know what the paper says.
That's not what I asked.
No, it isn't.
He reached under the counter and set down tomorrow's edition. Slid it across the wood with 2 fingers. I didn't pick it up. I looked at it the way you look at something you know will change the shape of the next 12 hours the moment you touch it. Then I picked it up. Page 3, a name, an address, a time. I knew the address. I'd been there this morning.